Now, NBC 15 Sports presents Friday Football Blitz.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the greatest show on earth, the Friday Football Blitz. It's the greatest show on earth, not because it's a circus, but maybe it is.
It is a circus.
I mean, it can be.
Fridays in football season are always kind of chaotic, right?
But it's because we got great highlights too, right?
Yeah.
That's actually, if you watch the regular show tonight, it's the only reason worth watching.
Okay, so our weekly Taylor Swift update. I thought I wasn't going to have to give you one of these, but we're just going to start out with
let's
this.
go.
Okay, so Travis had a press conference today, and in it, we now know they were dating like way before, like way
Oh, really?
longer than we thought. Yes,
Yeah.
because one of the reporters, certified Swiftie, definitely, asked like, "Oh, have you heard that you and Taylor are supposed to be like one of the most popular couples Halloween costumes this year? Like, what should he dress up as?" And Travis said, you know, the 87 jersey with the mustache was pretty iconic, and I had the mustache when I first met Taylor, and he talked in his podcast about the first time he shaved his mustache, so it was like earlier in the summer, we think, than meeting in September.
That's crazy.
It's amazing.
And my apologies for being late to the set. That's all on me. I thought it was like different time. We were waiting on some video, and boom goes the dynamite. I wasn't there. But you know what is here? WIAA state playoffs, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And we got highlights. We start first in Division I. The number 2 seeded Verona Wildcats take on Janesville Parker in Division I. Late in the second quarter, it's Trey Poteet taking the punt return and doing Poteet things. Finding some open field before being pulled down by the Vikings. The Parker defense rises to the occasion. Vaneth Nuth with the INT, but that drive would stall. The Cats would get the ball back, and then they would do this. Elijah Lagomasino back to pass. That's Mike Velichka in the end zone. Touchdown, Verona. The Wildcats win at 25-0. And guess what? Andely, they would play the winner of this game.
Halfway through the first quarter, in the first Spartans and Cardinals in this one. Halfway through the first quarter, first touchdown from Gabe Piscini to the receiver, Damian Hansbrough. Airing that one out and hauling it in. Middleton with the answer, though. Memorial answers Middleton. I'm getting my script messed up here. It's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
Long touchdown pass, another one here. It's Mekhi Ward. I like number 10 running down
that's
there.
awesome.
That's awesome. Very excited. Very excited for your teammates. More from Middleton. Gabe Piscini scrambling, finding a hole, and a touchdown run here for the quarterback. Puts them up 14-7 as Middleton wins this one.
That looks like some new unis. They have like a billion uniforms.
There's also a billion teams that are the Cardinals in our area.
True.
We'll get to that part more.
The 9-1 Wanakee Warriors welcome in the 3-6 Holman Vikings in the second quarter. The Key already up 35-3. Vance Johnson looking for more, but it's picked off. Matthew Kahn. Vikings get the spark they need, but that spark is extinguished. See, that's the kind of stuff you should write, Tyler. You know, extinguished. Johnson hands off to Benjamin Lindley.
He's taking. Why are you just
takes that midfield?
Be nice.
A few plays later, Wanakee in the red zone. Johnson slings a quick pass to Sebastian Rasmussen, and Sebastian takes care of the rest. Warriors win. Shocker. 49-6 is the final.
We head to the bank of Sun Prairie Stadium, where Sun Prairie East hosting the Orioles of Hartford. Orioles Reed Genders open in the scoring for Hartford. Bye-bye. Long score. He goes from 30 yards out to put them up. Later in the first, Cardinals quarterback Drew Kavanaugh finding Connor Stuff to close that gap. 15-14 Hartford as he is untouched into the end zone. Good stuff from him there.
Good stuff from there.
Good one, Jocko. Cards will take the 21-15 lead off of this pass, and they go on to win this one 38-31, and they'll play MG next week.
MG next week.
At Bank of Sun Prairie Stadium.
They were saying, Jocko, over to Mount Horeb we go, where we got pretzels and Diet Coke, and then this touchdown pass. Casey Halligan pass. It's not a touchdown pass, but Caleb McNamara is close to the end zone, and then Halligan calls his own number. It's number 8, by the way. And really, just in case you can't read it. He did go in to score.
Jocko.
Well, I'm just
checking.
Sometimes
it's
questionable. Running fast.
Sometimes questionable that I can't read.
MHB still in the first quarter. How about some more? Owen Primesburger.
That's an awesome
Oh, I love that Primesburger. It's got the mustard and the ketchup and the cheese. Oh, cheese. That's delicious. So are those Ufta pretzels. 41-20. Barneveld Mount Horeb wins it. They'll play Baraboo next week for all the Oofta pretzels in the world. And guess what? So I wore my camouflage jacket. It was camo day at Mount Horeb,
nice.
Barneveld, and all my homies out there looking sharp. So I kind of fit right in with the studio. I mean, sure, I was like 30 years older than them, maybe a little more. Wait, hang on. Yeah, I'm older. Oh, but those kids are awesome, and so is Galina Syme from Mount Horeb, Barneveld, or she's actually the Mount Horeb activities director. But God, I look good there. I look young. Don't I, Anderly?
No comment on that. Sorry.
All right, so speaking of young and good looking, here's Tyler Peters.
Well, Jocko, you're forever young in my eyes.
Oh, I love you,
how
buddy.
about that? All right, well, thank you, guys. Let's take a look at some of the postseason action going on in Lodi this evening. The undefeated Lodi Blue Devils welcome in the Mauston Golden Eagles for this first round matchup. Mauston starts with the ball, looking to strike first, but Lodi's defense says not so fast. Isaiah Grosskopf gets the sack on Tyler Link. Not a great play from a fellow Tyler there. First play on offense for the Blue Devils, and it doesn't get much better than this. Mason Lane takes it himself and takes it all the way. Lodi would get the ball back after forcing Mauston to go 3 and out. This time Lane stays in the pocket, takes a shot downfield and finds receiver Gavin Sargent. The Blue Devils beat the Golden Eagles 49-3 and advance to the second round. That's where they'll take on the West Salem Panthers. Well, guys, that does it for me. Jocko, I know you're a little sad that I'm leaving so soon, but back to you over at the desk.
Apparently he can't stay. I mean, he can take over for me. You know who would have been on time? Tyler Peters. I'm so mad. I won't be able to fall asleep tonight. Seriously. So mad. But it is what it is, right? Can't go back. It's kind of like the Badgers tomorrow. You laid an egg 15-6 to Iowa. Now you got to drop it, forget about it, and take on Brett Bielema.
How do you think that one's going to go tomorrow?
Badgers. I feel 100% confident.
Honestly, talking to Braden Locke at media availability on Tuesday,
Yeah.
He's a redshirt freshman, but I was like seriously just impressed with how
We're good.
just this cool, quiet confidence of like, yeah, I got this. Like, I'm a huge film junkie. I own that. Like, he says he takes pride in being like a cerebral player, but just talking to him, I'm like, he calmed my nerves a lot about. And just no offense to him, we haven't seen him at all. But he seems like a cool
You're
dude.
a huge movie junkie? What's your favorite movie?
She's the man.
She's the Man?
Of course.
You know what mine was? Right, like, guess out of a billion movies. Pretty in Pink.
Really?
Yeah, Pretty in Pink is my all-time favorite movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie. Love it so bad. You know what else I love, Anderly? Football.
I love football.
Platteville.
I'm so sad when football's over.
Facing Jefferson, down by 14. I thought that until about 10:20 tonight. All right, Platteville's quarterback TJ Pink and running back Tyler Sassy fumbled the exchange, and Eagles Isaac Shadenhair swoops in to recover. That momentum would swing over to here. Drew Peterson gets a handoff and scampers in the end zone for the score, 20 yards. Eagles claw within 7, but the Hillman would answer back in the fourth quarter. 86-yard drive. Tyler Sassy breaks free, makes a great spin move. The drive's capped off by a beautiful pass from TJ Pink to junior wide receiver Lucas Lundlum. The Hillmen go on to win by a final score of 35-21. They will take on Lakeside Lutheran. That's going to be an awesome game next week.
6-seeded Broadhead Judah and 3-seeded Columbus. A matchup of two Cardinals, Broadhead in the white, Columbus in the black. And Columbus absolutely dominated this game, and they did it on the ground. Colton Brunel finding a hole, and adios he goes. The senior puts the defending state champions up 7-0. And a quick shout out to the squad of dads who always inevitably stand on the fence. I see you guys. Keep holding down the fort. We love you. Final seconds of the first quarter, more from Columbus, of course, on the ground. Connor Roche with the touchdown run. Cardinals up 14-0. Second quarter, Columbus capitalizes on an interception and take over in great field possession. Again, it's Brunel hitting that hole to put the Cardinals up 21-0. Columbus blows out Broadhead 49-0. They'll take on Prairie du Chien in the next round.
Guess what, Andrew? We're journeying all the way to Lancaster, Wisconsin to bring you the Arrows, the Flying Arrows, versus the Cambridge Blue Jays. Scoring starts off quick. Logan Wolf, 1-yard keeper, 8-0 Lancaster. Arrows. Lancaster was stout on defense. Aiden Hawk denying the fourth down and goal pass from Matt Buckman. The Arrows keep it the 8-0 lead, but the Blue Jays come tweeting back. Or maybe it's now X back, I don't know. Pass interference right there. First and goal from the 2. Buckman takes the sneak. Tush push. And goes, actually, I think he didn't even need anybody pushing his tush. He just went in there for the score. Guess what? 16-8, Lancaster wins at Blake Kenosha St. Joe's in the next round.
Our 4th Cardinals?
Shocker.
4th Cardinals?
Yeah.
3-seeded Marshall hosting 6-seed Howards Grove. A quiet first half. Howards Grove led 6-zip at the break, but in the 3rd, they get things going. Tyler Rittenhouse breaks free for a huge run in for the score. Howards Grove leads this one 14-0 after the 2-point conversion. For the Cardinals, make it a ball game later in the 3rd. Matthew Model powering his way in for the score. This 2-point conversion fails, so Marshall trails 14-6, and that's our final score. In this one, they'll play St. Mary's Springs in the next round.
Here are some photos with my fans. My fans. Their dad just made him take a picture with me. That was about it. That's in Mount Horeb. Those people were awesome. And look at that. There's Kurt Lenz, who went all the way to Lancaster tonight. All the way down there.
He was in Mount Horeb first, though.
Yeah, Mount Horeb. So he went from Mount Horeb to Lancaster to Platteville. And he's probably on his way back right now. So if you're watching on the phone, put it down, Kurt. That's not right. Should be doing that. So bad. There's Kurt.
We love photogs.
Oh, man. And we had some great friends of ours from Mount Horeb. They were my guests at 5 and 6, so that's amazing as well. That was fun. And guess what, Angeli?
What?
Next week, we're going to do it all over again, more playoffs. But first, before we do that, I want to see scores from tonight. So if Eric could cue him up. Eric is our director. He's great. We love him so much. He's on the Arrow. He's a flying arrow from Lancaster. Where are you from originally, Eric? La Crosse, Wisconsin. Did you go to La Crosse Central? Well, he just said his La Crosse Central. What's the nickname?
This is a one-sided conversation for the viewers. Okay, he's saying they
La Crosse
changed
Central,
it.
41. Beats DeForest. That ends DeForest year. I know that we talked to Coach earlier in the year, and he said it was going to be a tough year. They had some young kids, so their season ends. Mount Horeb, Barneville, always great to be there. You know, when I went to Verona, there's 5 minutes left in the first half. I must have got like 80 highlights before I left and I left. There was still time on the clock.
Verona's good.
Awesome.
Verona is good.
And then we mentioned Columbus and our friend Brunell. He set a record for most yards by a running back in, well, I guess by anybody, really.
Yeah, we're
school.
getting comments on it, and yes, we do know. We said it in the main broadcast, but yeah, he's pretty good at running the football there, right?
He's awesome, yeah. So congratulations to him. He's not done yet.
Oh,
it'd be awesome if he ran all the way. I don't want to, make him be mad from other schools they're going to play, but it'd be cool if he ran all the way back to the camp. If he ran from Columbus all the way to the camp, that's a lot more yards than he put on his.
That's like Ron Dane times like 4 total yards.
Lancaster, there we go. We saw them win that Sun Prairie East game against Monona Grove. It's going to be awesome. And maybe we don't really do a game of the week, but that might be a game of the week. And then Middleton is going to take on Verona next week, too.
That'll be a good one. That'll be a really good one.
Some great games. Darlington, they starting to kind of rev up, as they always do this time of year. Lakeside Lutheran, as we mentioned, they will play Platteville. The Crick keeps rocking. Love the Crick.
The Crick keeps cricking.
Monroe, Cheesemakers, Pepper Jack. What's up, baby?
My favorite's Gouda. That's from She's the Man.
Oh, okay. But what is your favorite?
Gouda.
Just because of that?
Well, no, I do like Gouda.
But is it your
line
favorite?
Where Amanda Bynes' character is talking to Channing Tatum, and it's weird. She's trying to teach him how to be a girl, trying to flirt, and they're talking about their favorite cheese. She's talking about, just talk about natural things.
But is it?
And she says it in this really weird voice.
Are you saying Gouda is your favorite because of the movie?
No, I'm saying it's a great line from the movie because Gouda is my favorite cheese.
Okay. Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. What's up, bro? Oh, okay. Baraboo wins. They'll play Mount Horeb Barneville next week in Mount Horeb. Stoughton. Oh,
Stoughton.
Actually, just roll past the Stoughton score. No, roll past. There you go. That's good. Greendale's my alma mater. They got beat tonight by Stoughton, like big time. So no joy in Greendale. Ricardo's Pizza. They're probably sad over there. Sussex Hamilton beats Sun Prairie West. Their season comes to an end. Lake Mills. Look out for them in the playoffs. Beaver Dam had a great regular season. They're going to fall in the first round. Mineral Point wins. I believe Mineral Point will now play Darlington, maybe? I don't know. I'm just making stuff up.
You got most of them right, though.
I think
impressed.
I did. Yeah. You throw it at the wall and then every once in a while.
Elimination.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was a great day up until about 10:20 tonight, and then I missed my cue.
But you got Oofta pretzels, and they gave you that
Yeah,
Coke.
thank you for reminding me. Oofta pretzels. So, Colleen, next time over at Mount Horror Borneveld. It's in England, I believe. Mount Horror Borneveld. Now it's in Scotland. Any other
I don't know
countries?
what that was, but
No, it
I think
wasn't.
that was offensive
Yeah.
to the entire island
Right.
group there.
Yes. Mount Horror Barneveld. If you say it really fast, it is tough to say. I was saying it today. Mount Horror Barneveld Vikings, and it's
Just long.
yeah. All right, we had a great time out there. We had a great time getting some Oofta pretzels. Appreciate Coach St. Arnold.
Fingers crossed next week that Mother Nature cooperates and replicates tonight's weather. 'Cause
I am
tonight
concerned.
was lovely.
Right. I'm concerned because before Kevin left today, first of all, he said goodnight. But he said next week it's going to be windy. Windy. So.
And the Badger game next weekend, too.
Yeah.
Badger Bash won't be too fun, I don't think.
All right. So Badgers volleyball team plays tomorrow night. That's going to be awesome.
That's going to be amazing.
Amazing. You'll have all the highlights tomorrow.
I will.
And a big Badgers win over Illinois.
A lot of Badgers wins tomorrow. It's crossover season, Jacko. We got a lot of stuff on our
men's
plate.
hockey won tonight. Women's hockey won on Wisconsin. All right. Anderly Penwell, you rock. Jocko, I'm late. Good night, everybody.